What's up, guys? We are back once again to bring you another episode of The Loading Screen. Here to give you all the lowdown on the current state of Iceborne. My name is Jin Fury, and I'll be 50% of your hosting team for the next hour or so stay right there. Sitting across from me digitally is my heterosexual life mate, Phemeto. So, Phem, why don't you go ahead and take us away, brother?
Hello, people. We are finally back after about a month of hiatus. I've been fucking sick as balls with not COVID. Still in isolation over here in California. Finally getting back into the routine of things, so woo. Over here to my left, maybe, is going to be our guest today. Is going to be Gun Guy, who is who is very well known as far as us goes in Monster Hunter. He's always there for any of the group speedruns. He does streamy stuff now. He does runs. He plays guns. He's a gun guy. We got this guy.
What's up, everybody? My name is Gun Guy. I am the Gun Guy, and I do a little bit of dual blades, 4-person speedruns, single speedruns, and I'm just going to be starting guides. So you guys.
Oh, you're doing guides now.
I'm starting guides, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna turn you up really quick.
Pump up the jams. Yes, pump up the jams. They will.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna just go ahead and dive right in. Thank you for the introduction, sir. So as I was mentioned before, you're not exactly a newcomer. I remember me and you playing back with like event quests, like at the start of Monster Hunter World, but you are just now getting into the whole like streamy part. Why now? Why at like the end of Iceborne?
Yeah, I don't know, man. So the last few months, I really started working on my channel. I wanted to be more of a presence in the community. I wanted to get out of just speedrunning. And so I upgraded my hardware a little bit, started streaming, get my face out there, maybe get some more subs, get some more people interested in what I'm doing. There's a lot of good, like really good other light bowgun speedrunners, and it's like a really popular weapon. I mean, like a lot of people run TA and non-TA light bowgun, so I just kind of wanted to stand out, start streaming.
Yeah, gunning in general has gotten way more popular.
Oh yeah,
like there's a fucking ton of gunner runners.
Yeah,
the easier it's gotten, the more runners that have showed up. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, interesting.
I don't think it's as easy as it was in base game, that's for sure.
Oh, no, I beg to differ. When you see the runs that we have highlighted later, I think we'll be putting that to the test, my friend. Let's see how people compare the two.
Light bowgun base game was like a whole different weapon. I mean, you can't even compare it to what it is now.
Again, I am gonna put Kyle Wu to the test and say, guys, I think we have a whole different ball game that you're gonna be speaking on, but we'll wait till the end of the episode here for that.
All right, fair enough. So I actually was gonna ask you about your YouTube stuff because you always have done runs, but you already answered it earlier. So you're not just gonna do runs anymore. You're gonna do like guide stuff.
Yeah, so my last few videos, like for Raging Furious, I did like little tips and tricks intros, went over some builds. I'm starting a new series actually on my channel called Optimizing Your Gameplay and Tips for Speedrunning. So basically, I'm going to be going for world record runs, and then I'm going to be narrating the entire run from start to finish.
Oh, cool.
On my thought process, what I'm doing, why I put what I put in my build, where I'm shooting the monster, because line of shot, it's so important for light bowgun, and a lot of people don't realize the best line of shot, and that makes a big difference with your damage.
Fair enough. Also, we forgot to show our drinks, do the drink thing.
Oh yeah, yep. I'm drinking White Claw, Black Cherry.
Oh!
Yeah.
Big fan.
Jin is that White Claw guy.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
For me, it's 10 a.m. here on Sunday morning, so I'm being a classy white boy and having mimosas. Because, yeah.
It's a good choice.
I'm gonna go hard in the fucking paint, and I'm smashing whiskey at 10 a.m., so fuck you pussies. It's
fucking like noon.
Let's go!
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
let's go!
Jen has a problem.
I ain't got no problem. My only problem is I'm sober. Let's go!
That is a problem.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Alrighty. Huh. Good to go on that one.
Alright. Anyway, go ahead and continue, Gun Guy, while I pour another mimosa.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing that whole like optimizing your gameplay series. That's what I'm like really focusing on. I haven't really seen much of that.
Definitely not. Now, are you gonna do like a per monster basis or what?
Oh yeah, definitely per monster. I actually think most of my runs now, I'm not gonna be doing just speedruns anymore. It's always going to be some kind of like narration or something extra, because anybody can watch a speedrun, but they don't fully understand the math or like the mechanics that we put behind a run.
Right.
So I think
that I want to do that. Like, so we all know that as a general consensus, the Monster Hunter player base kind of frowns upon speedruns for the most part. I mean, it's like a 95 to 5% kind of thing. We've had that discussion. You're what you're saying is you're going to try to kind of mix the merge and kind of educate as you're doing it. Do you think that there's like people that want to see that? Do you think that people are looking for that still? Phemeto talked about us being at the tail end of Monster Hunter Iceborne right now. How do you think that's going to impact with the lower viewer count and stuff along those lines right now?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's like a divide between speedrunners and the casual base, and we are definitely like the lower percentage, like you said, probably 5%. I feel like maybe doing this kind of video is going to help bring that gap a little closer. Maybe if some of these casual players see like what we do in our runs, and then maybe you can pick up on some of that and we kind of explain it to them rather than just, hey, post a run, like this is me doing this. I think it'll help with that, honestly. Yeah. I think it'll bridge that gap, and people won't just see speedrunners as these like, I mean, a lot of people see us as like elitist jerks from my.
Oh yeah, I mean,
what I've gotten for a lot of people.
That has not gone without like good basis, because we've solidified that. But I get it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm trying to narrow that gap, just kind of bring the community together in that kind of aspect.
Right.
Even if it's just like an extra like 20% of people that are like, oh yeah, that's not actually bad. That's a good idea. That would be cool.
20%, brother, you are shooting for the moon. If you think you can get 20% of the player base to convert over, you're fucking nuts, man.
not to speedrunning, but
you would be
change the
Elon Musk of Monster Hunter if you were able to convert people to that kind of stuff, man.
If I could change their mindset, towards speedrunning, that's what I'm aiming for.
I think you're gonna hit some hurdles with the lower counts now, just being at the end of Iceborne. But then again, we do have a Latreon coming in, so depending on what comes on during that, 48-hour window, you're gonna be able to see, and maybe get a message across there. I think a lot of people don't realize that the timing of when stuff drops from your videos is really, really important. There's people that hold on to their runs for 3 weeks because they're trying to get them down, or they try to like hide them or whatever. It doesn't do shit. Like, you need to get your run out there right away. You usually need to be the first. In fact, being the first, from what I've seen, is more important than being the best right now in terms of carrying a message.
Of course.
No doubt. Like, if you get that first sub 3 on the monster, sub 4, sub anything, and it looks good and you educate, usually you're doing pretty well. So I think I'm going to wish you well on it. I just think you're going to be in an uphill battle trying to do that at the end of the frame. But good luck to you, dude. If you can do that, then you will be one of the pioneers.
I'm climbing, dude. I'm climbing uphill.
Yeah, we'll talk about Latreon a little bit later. But yeah, anyway, so I always gotta wonder, like, what brought you into actually gunning? Because it's not very popular, which is why I started gunning. But why did you pick gunning of all things to start with?
Man, so okay, I've actually played since the original Monster Hunter PS2. I've played every game since then, and in every game I have done light bowgun as my main, gunning in general as my main.
Oh, okay, so this has always been a thing for you.
Oh yeah, I'm not anti-melee. Like, I just never really used melee. But just gunning, it's always been my thing. And then I got into in the older games they had the Hame runs. It was like the speed runs to boost your HR. So it was like the 3 pierce, the 1 CC, and I just like spammed that, did all that, and I'm just been gun all the way.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it's not just a new pickup for you then. I didn't know you had gone back that far.
Yeah.
Well, then, you didn't do anything like stream, YouTube, any of that recording stuff, even on the DS stuff? And
no, actually, because I know you had to like mod your DS, I think, to be able to stream, and I never did that.
Okay.
Never did any of that. I wanted to, I just never pushed it and looked into it.
Fair enough. I mean, most people didn't. There was like 5 people in Monster Hunter that did. So.
Yeah, it was a very, very small community that streamed on DS.
You were around when I started, Guy, back in launch of Monster Hunter World. You, me, Omega, there was a couple others. Man, you've been here for a while, now that I think about that, to some of the gunners before I, discovered Phemeto and, some of the other ones. I remember you definitely being there. So I think it's pretty cool that you've been around that long, man, and stuck to it. Kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you indeed.
Thanks. Day one.
And so, since you're doing speedruns and shit now, I'm just going to wonder why. What's your motivation for doing speedruns? Because I assume everyone's different, and a lot of us hate it, but I just want to know your take on it.
Okay, so it's funny because I was just talking about how like we don't want to act like elitist jerks, but my main motivation is to be better than other people.
Sure.
At speedrunning, like posting on Shin too, like the Shin wiki, like getting those gold medals, man. I'm just like, that's
okay.
My
so it's for EPing.
That's done.
It's straight up for EPing. Got it.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I enjoy, like, I can't play the game casually. Like, personally, like, I go hunt with friends and we do things in, like, casual groups, and I enjoy myself to an extent, but I'm like, all right, man, I need to go work on a run for 12 hours and keep resetting and hate my life.
Dude, that's what I understand. That's my aspect.
If they would just put in like a multiplayer component, we've talked about this before about having, you know, the lower your time, you can get some better gear. I think it would just make the whole casual whatever. You would just want to play more with people.
Well,
you would just want
For multiplayer,
there's no reward for doing better. There's no reward.
Yeah, but for multiplayer perspective, I actually prefer the older games multiplayer because, well, and it's not even the multiplayer part. So it's in the older games, it was just a lot harder to make gear.
Yeah.
Right, trying to get like the rubies and the mantles and all that stuff. And so people would just be online in halls just grinding stuff down because the scaling was easier to do it with 4 players than it was solo because everyone was doing guild hall quests anyway. It was all multiplayer scaled. And so there was just a lot more people doing online hunts, just chill, grinding for gems and stuff. And it was just a lot more friendly online playing than it is in, you know, Monster Hunter World, where it's basically you're at a disadvantage for playing multiplayer. Like,
100% disadvantage.
I mean, you can solo most things faster than you can in a group of people, and if you're gonna beat a solo time with a group, you have to have like a really efficient group.
Yeah,
it's not like those old games where you can just easily do it faster with 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Nope,
you're definitely right.
Yeah,
probably looking at trap spam or doing some kind of abuse of a lock. Yeah, but, you know, like I said, normally solo will usually win out.
Yeah, and isn't that just weird? It's
really
not
fun.
It's
not fun.
Good memories of being on the Monster Hunter Discord and just waiting for people to ask for hunts because I love just getting into a lobby and just hunting shit for hours and hours, just trying to grind stuff. And I had a lot of good memories of playing like For You and Gen on the 3DS, just grinding online halls.
Yep.
Well,
it's changed.
Yeah, it's
definitely changed.
So, Guy, I got to ask, you know, as a gunner from the beginning, you know, you've had your chance to look at other weapons and see the other, you know, 13 types out there. But realistically, I just want to get your view as a gunner main. How do you view range versus melee in this game? Do you think that you're doing the more difficult of the two? Do you think you're doing the easier of the two? Why don't you talk about your components on how you view gunning and, like, you know, how why you prefer it over melee specifically?
I don't want to say that either one is easier or harder because they both have different aspects of what you have to do in a hunt. So, I mean, range is like, it's a completely different play style and how you play from great sword or long sword or any of that.
Sure.
I dual blades actually. The one melee weapon I do use is dual blades. So I have some melee experience, not a lot, but some. But they're challenging in different ways. You could say that maybe gunning is a little easier than melee, which a lot of people would probably agree with. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot less like getting hit involved. You're further away from the monster, but there's other skill aspects of your line of shot and things like that. So
I always considered it that gunning is more planning and know-how, and melee is more like dexterous skill.
Yeah.
Because gunning, you have to have everything like planned ahead of time. Everything. Yep. Melee just requires more technical aspect to execute.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's one of the reasons too I like non-TA versus TA, because I like planning everything out, being able to trap, being able to use everything I have at my disposal to get the lowest time possible.
Yeah, scripting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Scripting's some people like scripting. I particularly don't because I'm not big brained enough to do that, but that's just me.
You can get
Pink Rathian wants to call you and say you're full of shit, Phemeto.
What does Pink Rathian got?
What does Pink Rathian
Your scripted Pink Rathian run?
What scripted?
You bodied that thing.
On when?
Like a year and a half ago?
Well,
go back to
a year and a half ago, yeah.
Pink Rathian is all, I hope she does a tail flip.
And you got it, and you scripted it, and you got it to do 2.
Well, it's like RNG with script. I mean, everything's RNG with everything.
I guess I like the runs that are 100% scripted, where as long as you execute it, it's done. It's set in stone.
Yeah, I feel like there's an RNG aspect to almost everything. Even if you're just counting the spare shot. I mean, there's an RNG aspect to everything, which is the real RNG.
It's so hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Guy, before we go over into our next shot here, last question I got for you right now. I know that you recently have been doing a lot of runs with like Ingbata, Diva, and a bunch of other people. Do you have any advice for anyone trying to get into speedrunning, or even that's currently working with speedrunning with a squad? Any advice on how to get something like that going? Because I think that's going to be where everyone's kind of doing things now, is multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, things with a squad, like we go into a run, and you just have to figure it out. You have to communicate. You have to work on a script. You have to find out what's going to work best for you. You have to establish a goal of what you're trying to do. Like, if it's a certain time, you got to go in with like a plan. And then you have to realize that your plan is always going to change. It happens in our 4-person runs all of the time. We have a plan where we say, all right, we're going to use these weapons. We're going to do this in the first area. And then like 6 hours later, you're like, man, why did we even do that?
Well, because it's so different than running solo runs. Group runs are a totally different beast. You can't run the same scripts like in single player that you can multiplayer.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And I mean, it's just always changing. And there's so much more RNG in a 4-person run, so you can't get frustrated.
Oh, you can get frustrated. Trust me.
You can't shut down. You gotta. I don't know. It's hard.
You have to power through it, because if you think like doing like solo speedruns is bad, now you have to do RNG on 4-player and make sure 4 levels of RNG line up on a hunt.
Dude, I remember when we did Behemoth and you weren't getting like any spare
procs. 9 days. It was 9 straight days of I'm only gonna get 1 like fucking spare shot proc.
It was like 1 to 3 procs for like 5 days straight. It was
absolutely it was
like, and we're talking hours of time. Like,
we're doing like 6 or 8 hours a day.
Hundreds of runs, and you did not get more than 3 procs.
It was so bad. It was like a fucking week.
Yeah, we would have had the second night.
Bad. Yep.
Yeah, it was bad.
But it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed things like
learning, educating yourself,
so frustrated.
For the right thing. Yeah, of course you were, bro. But it was worthwhile, and it shows your determination and why you're, arguably the best. You made it through that, having no procs, and you stuck through it, man. So kudos to you as well, brother.
Fucking spare.
I think that's a good place to have our drink here, then go over to the next section. So, gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
good to go.
I've been out of the loop for a while because I've been fucking sick and haven't done anything for like a month. What is everyone's feelings on the variants with Raging Brachydios and Fierce Raging? Because I haven't fought them yet. I mean, I fought them once each just to clear the quest and get the gear and stuff, but I haven't actually tried them and done anything. So I'm just curious. What are your guys' feelings on the two, and do you know how other people are, reacting to those 2 fights?
They love them. They can't get enough of them. That's all I saw. My whole thing blew up. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Like half the. Oh no, it was like a lot of people were doing Brachy, and then a couple people were doing Rajang. I would argue that like the outside of the gunners, like the melee guys were probably doing Brachy over Rajang for the most part, but I did see a ton of Rajang runs that came out. I think the mechanic that they had with the HP gating for Brachy was very, very cool. Kept the fight going a little bit longer than probably it would have had they not had it. So I was very, very happy with it as well.
Right. Yeah, I heard that he does get locked at like 30% before he's got to do his final thing.
Yeah, his little run.
I'm personally not a fan of locking HP. But,
yeah, neither am I. I'm not a fan of HP gating. It's Kulve is HP gated, which I'm not a fan of.
Kulve makes more sense because it's a big siege monsters with dedicated phases. But Raging Brachy is like
no reason to.
They just Raging. Like they really want to show you this attack they animated.
Yeah, like, hey guys, look at this cool thing we did.
Yeah, and we're gonna lock it. And the weird thing about the Raging Brachydios thing is that it's locked to the first hit after that attack.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it just weirds me out.
I mean, they were definitely cool fights. I liked Raging better than Furious, but I would have liked to see a different variant, honestly.
I was hoping for one old one and one new one.
Yeah, I was hoping for there's that rumor of Rusted Kushala. I was looking forward to that. I was hoping that would be one we got.
Could
That's
still
the
happen.
last thing. What is wrong with you, Rusted Kushala?
You didn't fight Rusted Kushala. It's not like other Kushalas. It's
No, he's
gra-
not.
That's what everybody says.
No,
That's
it's
Kushala's a
grounded.
bitch, dude.
It's-
Yeah, he doesn't
It's
fly
grounded.
around.
Like Rusted is grounded all the time.
He's overweight. He's heavy.
Yeah, he's heavy because he's Rusted.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's weak to water too, dude. So Aqua Shot, right?
Yeah, Aqua Shot would have fucking
Yeah.
melted that dude.
Oh, dude, I was looking forward to it, man. Oh well.
Well, we recently had Kulve come out too, which is kind of a giant loot pinata and pretty exciting. What are your thoughts, Gun Guy, on how the fight is compared to the original fight? Do you like it better as this, chance to kill, or did you prefer the scripted ability of, the 4 phases before?
I mean, the 4 is a siege, so it's kind of different. I like the siege. Sure. Some of the sieges are like, you do it for like a week, and you're like, all right, dude, fuck this. Like, I'm done with this. But the fight though, it was an okay fight. I enjoyed doing it. And I think it was well made. The last area was good. Second area is super annoying. The boulder drop.
That's more of a speedrun problem though. Which
Sure.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I guess.
fix. We'll fix it.
You mean an efficient way to kill her problem?
I had
Yeah.
a fish way to kill her from.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I don't know. I thought the fight was way better than the original. Because first off, Area 1 in the original fight is boring as fuck. Holy shit, I hate Area 1.
Yeah, you're chasing around, basically.
Yeah. And now we actually get to kill her. And then also her Area 4 attacks, like all her new stuff. She's got like that body slam and then like the wall or the ceiling melt thing. All that stuff is visually really cool.
They did a great job with that, yeah.
And the fact that you can just straight use her parts to upgrade the other weapons, and you can do like the Safi meld for Kulve weapons now, which they should have had in the fucking first place.
Absolutely. Quality of life should have been
That-
for sure.
That would have made Kulve so much better. Because the problem with Kulve before is that people were grinding for like specific weapons, and you had this fucking huge loot pool of like rarity 6 or rarity 8 weapons, and you wanted one out of like 500. And then when you got like Arc Tempered Kulve, it got worse because she dropped more of like the rare 8 stuff. So if you're looking for like Glutton or like a rare 7 weapon, like your chance to get it was like tanked.
Oh yeah, dude, I know people that were still looking for Glutton like 5 months, 6 months later. Like never got it.
Yep. That's
Buy Save Wizard. Buy Save Wizard.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Yeah, don't do that shit anymore.
Don't do it now.
That's right.
Say
You can't do
Wizard.
that now.
What's Say Wizard?
What is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do like the new fight. I'm not sure how other people feel, but I think, especially because it's an event quest, it's not a siege, and it does scale single player and multiplayer. I think that's fucking amazing for something like Kulve. Because 50,000 life in single player, I mean, it's a lot, but for her fight, it's really not. People are doing like fucking 6 minutes, 5 minutes solos.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good like large monster fight, and I hate large monster fights. Absolutely hate them.
I think it's a huge upgrade and the best thing that they could have done to it. You know what I mean? It gave you enough HP to where you're not going to just burn it down in 2 minutes. It's got different areas, but it's not set up to where you have to do this whole ordain, retarded run around for 10 minutes and just kind of do placement stuff. Like, I like that you can get right in there right away, start doing your thing, and then kind of make it look cool. I think the flash is important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And well, especially compared to like for doing like multiplayer hunts and like streamer hunts and stuff, is like everyone was always doing like, okay, the first part of the siege we're gonna do like track sniffing for fucking 10 minutes.
Sniff,
and then do the actual fucking hunt, and now we don't have to do that. It's just right into do it and finish it. Oh god, it's so much better. So
dude, honestly, I still don't know how to botch her body slam thing. The little, like when she goes up like the big body slam.
The new one
in the last area. And the new one in the last area. They say like to roll to the side.
No. So at least for heavy bowgun when we were doing it, she always takes a step back first, so you can see it coming like a mile away, and then you just roll forward, roll into her because she's gonna jump right behind her. Yeah, land behind you.
Oh,
it'll be fine.
Dude, Kyle was telling me we were doing the right. He's like, yeah, just stand still. He's like, if you stand still, it won't hit you. I was like,
what? No.
Yeah. He's gonna be watching this too, dude. I'm calling you
just
out.
Stand still.
Yeah,
he was baiting you to get to just be an idiot. He was just testing your stupidity. Hey, dude, you just don't do anything.
Then he got me, dude. Cause
did you just stand still and hate?
Oh yeah, died, of course.
I'm gonna tell people that just stand still.
Don't
like, what? I'm just gonna see player carded.
You heard it here first.
Oh, dude, that's great. That's great. So, speaking of hearing things here first, we have the blessings of the great Asterisk Ampersand, and he's recently dumped all the info for the Arch-Temper Namielle, or Namielle. I'm not sure how the proper way to say it. I know I've heard it different too, and it looks pretty cancerous. The fight looks absolutely insane from what he said with the pools of like acid down in the little teacup area. What are your guys' thoughts on what he's talked about so far with it? It looks to be arguably the hardest fight in the game, right?
Gun Guy, have you seen that dump from Asterisk?
I've seen a few of the things. I haven't seen it all.
Okay, so
I know a few of the details.
So if you guys don't know, Arch-Temper Namielle is gonna start at like the bottom pit in the lower Coral Highlands, like in the small little area where Itsuyaku is, and it's gonna be all full of fucking like water shit, which fucking great. And then she's
the worst part of the zone, covered in water. Yes.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be HP gated, kind of like Raging and Kulve, where she's going to move up in tiers and eventually go back to like the nest. And she's going to just, you know, continually move up through the zones. So you're going to have to like chase her through this whole thing. It's not going to be just show up and kill her like all the other Arch-Tempereds. The other thing is that Rip Gunners, her wings are they deflect projectiles. Like apparently the insides you can shoot, like the blue part. But the black parts on the outsides will all just fucking deflect. So trying to shoot like wing to wing or any of that shit, none of that's gonna fly. For pierce or fire,
anything,
it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be melee guy for that fight probably. I mean, dude, what can you do if he's? And it's why he's hydrated, right? That the wings are.
But of course, while it's fucking dehydrated, you can't do any damage. Yeah, it can't do damage. For like spread heavy bowgun and bow. Should be able to just shoot the face and be okay with it, I imagine. But then also, have you seen the status thresholds of this thing?
It's super high.
Yeah, they're really fucking high. Like, you will get one, maybe para or sleep off this thing. Yeah. I think its base is like fucking like 3,000 or something.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. A lot of ledges, though, which makes it
ledges. Oh gosh,
there are quite a few ledges.
There are a lot of ledges.
You got it, dude. It's all you then.
This might be the one. I feel really
the great comeback.
I am personally. I'm not gonna run Nami fucking at all. I already hate the fight. Like, I don't hate it. I just don't like fighting Namielle because her fucking water attacks bug the shit out of me. But Arch-Tempered, no dice. Not doing it at all.
I mean, I'm gonna attempt to run. I'm gonna attempt to run. I'm definitely going to try. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna sub 5 it. That's my goal.
Sub 5, dude, you're crazy.
Dude, you gotta set an unrealistic goal so you're not as disappointed when you
sub 5 with what?
Yeah, like the gun.
Yeah,
dude. No, you're not.
Yeah, dude.
Nope.
I mean, heavy bowgun might be able to, but
I'm a heavy bowgun. Yeah,
she's got like Sabelle will have like a sub 3, so that you don't
she's got like
stuff.
35,000 life, something like that. I think 35,000 single player.
Yeah.
Which isn't terrible. I thought it was going to be way worse because the old Arch-Tempers had 3 times the amount of life. These ones have like 50% more. That's fine. That's totally cool. I just think with her getting HP locked and transitioning zones, I think that's going to
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good.
See, okay, so do you guys think that's a new trend that they're kind of taking it towards? With, like,
I hope so.
I think they will. I think that's how they're going to cut down on all these like 1 minute, 2 minute hunts.
Bingo.
Which I think well, because I think that doesn't. I don't think the developers like it. I don't think casual people like seeing stuff getting crushed that fast. And so, without making the fights completely cancerous for everybody, the easy way to lock them into having longer fights and showing off all the animations and stuff is by HP gating and making them transition to different areas. So I think they're doing that on purpose. I think
you're not necessarily upping you're not necessarily upping the difficulty of the fight. You're just elongating it. And I think from
you're just prolonging it.
Bingo, you hit it on the head. They don't want people turning through content. They don't mind you blowing through it at normal rates, but they don't want you just churning through it. You know what I'm saying? Like right away, like, hey, I'm beating this over and over again in 10 minutes. So I think the HP gate's going to stay here, and I think HP's really been their big equalizer to kind of extend the way that fights go. So we'll probably see that. And now I think this is the first one that had like a really high threshold. Like the other ones had like thresholds for status, but you could get off a couple status ones. This one's really really high. So you're looking at an HP gate plus just not having the highest damaging weapons in the game right now, with bow and gun, to be able to do their normal thing. So this could be a whole new trend, and I think they're probably using it as like a litmus test. They probably have indoor testing where they're seeing how long it takes them to kill for whatever purpose, and then kind of going to release it here. And it's going to be a lot longer than I think people realize. I think, Phemeto, you talking about the guns, the hit zones, the deflection. I don't think people realize how difficult that's going to make this fight. I really don't think people are going to realize that, because when I see a lot of SOS fights, I see a lot of gunners. I do, and I see a lot of bow, and they come in. And if you don't have that as a crutch to help you, good luck.
Well, dude, not even just gunner. Rip melee for the entire areas being full of water. Anytime she does like her fucking wing flap and pull all the water towards her, like fuck.
You're done. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's gonna
Ledge.
be pretty shit. Ledge. Yeah.
Ledge.
You'll jump the ledge. Yeah,
Ledge.
that's right.
Ledge.
I'll
do a ledge run, dude.
Going forward though, if they keep this whole like HP lock and zone transitioning with like the other arc tempers to make it more cinematic fights, I guess I'm still okay with it if they do Velkhana, because I fucking love the Velkhana fight.
Do you?
I do a lot. I say that, which is weird because I haven't done any runs on Velkhana. I've not sped run her at all.
You really love it. You definitely love that one.
But I actually really like the fight.
I mean, Velkhana, I like fighting her, but she folds. I mean, she's so easy to kill. She's literally
paper.
She's got 10,000 less life compared to the other elders. But that's why I want arc tempered. I think arc tempered Velkhana would be fucking
like
awesome.
30k, 35k.
Yeah, like 30k, 35k, not gonna be too bad. The fight is already awesome, but if you just prolong her and you have to do the fight longer, I think that's okay.
Do you guys think that we're gonna get, more than Namielle as, an arch-tempered, or do you think we're gonna get, the original base elders as ATs now, or do you think it's only gonna be the new ones that we just had come out with Iceborne?
Well, let's say what elders did we get in Iceborne? Just Velkhana, I guess, Nergigante variant and Al-Hazak variant.
Yeah, Black Veil. I think maybe they'll do all the variants as arc tempereds for sure, like the Black Veil. They'll do Velkhana. I think they might prioritize those over the old elders, because we've already fought those. They're in base game. I know we don't have the MR version yet, but people are gonna want the newer elders first. I mean, I think Velkhana might actually be next. Probably, I would.
Like after
very soon. Yeah, I think that would be one of their upcoming things. They're probably the next one.
I think we're going to get another monster that they didn't plan out because of this COVID thing. If I think about this is probably, from a marketing standpoint, this is probably pushed back everything, right? Like, everything's kind of got delayed a little bit for the next year. I can definitely see them, Capcom is trying to hold on to this game. They want this to be ready for PS5 or Switch, whatever the hell they're going to do. I think we might have, in turn, lucked out because they probably had something that they maybe were scrapping, but now they're trying to, put together for the giant time frame we've got.
Well, now that you say that, in the original leaks for the base game, they showed a Latreon and a Roshi Kirin.
Yep.
Get a Latreon now.
Yeah, Roshi
we
Kirin.
can still get a Roshi Kirin.
But I'm not looking forward to it.
I am. Hell yeah, Kirin is the best fight in the game.
I'm not a fan of Roshi Kirin.
I'm not looking forward to it either, because it's literally the exact same fight. I mean, of course they could change it. They changed the fights going from base game.
2 horns. Double horn that shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because from the original games, it's literally the same fight, but with ice. But in World, they could definitely change it up. But here's the thing. It's still going to be a Kirin. It's still going to be weak to fire, because that's how Ice Monsters is. And it's literally just going to be Kirin in Hoarfrost Reach, I think.
I love it. Best
So,
fight
I mean,
it's great.
if they want to, fine, but
Yep.
wouldn't be my first pick.
Yeah, there's so many better options they could go with than Roshi Kirin. Is the thing.
But I'm just saying, if they had planned that out from base game and have some of that, data already done, because we found it in the game files already. So if it's still partly done and they're just like, fuck it, we'll finish it, I could see them doing that. But
could be the opposite too. They could be delayed. And they might not even get like a Latreon out. Who fucking knows?
They already have. Wait, don't they have the announcement date for Latreon already?
Yeah, but they could push it back. They push back so much other shit because of COVID. So who knows?
Did they? They push anything back?
Not these guys. I'm saying the world pushed shit back.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Latreon. So speaking of it, we know that it's coming out here, and it's going to be a siege. We don't know if it's.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not going to be.
That's in that zone.
That's the thing. So when they showed the Latreon trailer, they showed it in Safi Jiva's arena.
Yes.
So I was originally thinking that, yeah, it's going to be a siege. It's in Safi Chiva's arena. Of course it's going to be a siege. Same area, whatever. But since we got the new cold and it's not a siege, it's an actual just straight up cold fight, I'm now wondering, is it going to be a siege or is it just going to be like a monster we hunt?
I mean, so we got Safi, how long ago was it? A few months ago.
On console?
Yeah.
When it originally came out? When did it come out?
Yeah.
It came out...
I don't know. It's been a hot minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do siege. Also, Elatrion, that's like a big thing they're bringing to the game. I don't think that it should be in Safi's arena at all. Like any of those areas, it should have a custom area for that fight because it's such a big thing. Like, why would you
ancient forest, bro? Put an ancient forest. That's right there.
How about
dude?
fucking no? Okay, we've been playing this game for fucking what, 2.5 years now. Sure. I still don't know the ancient forest map. The whole center area.
It's to the layer when I don't even know how to get down. They're like, hey, the monster's down here. I'm like, how do you get down there?
Yeah,
I thought that was a procedurally generated spawn. Doesn't it just change the map every time? I thought that's what
fucking
happened.
weird, dude.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with not Safi, with Elatrion. Are they gonna make it? Because he should be like a huge fucking deal. He's a fucking black dragon.
Exactly.
But,
why would you reuse an area?
But yeah, so it's like, why are you reusing an area? And then if that is gonna be the case, are you gonna kind of like just downplay it and make it kind of like another monster fight? No big deal. Because I think it should be a siege. It's got that prestige about it that it's a huge deal.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be treated as such. I know nobody likes sieges. I get it. I just think Electron should be treated as one.
I'm fine with sieges. I'm fine with long multiplayer stuff. I just don't want it to be based around me dropping 30 mega barrel bombs again. That's the only thing I don't want to do. I'm fine with you doing all kinds of creative stuff. I just don't want to be mega barrel bombing the thing to light it up. Like, give me
that was
creative
cool.
mechanic.
Yeah, that's
the only siege we had.
No, but we have Safi now, but I don't care for the Safi.
That's siege. That's like Safi's not really a siege.
Safi is literally just dodge lasers for 3 areas. He doesn't
Safi
change.
is a bullet sponge, bro. Literally, that's what it is.
Yeah,
hit it until it goes to the next area.
Safi got killed so much faster than Kulve. No one complained about Safi outside like the first 4 days. They're like, how do we figure out his energy? And then they're like, oh, you just shoot him in the fucking face and he dies. Like, that's all they do.
Basically.
Yeah, I don't know. Safi, was just kind of like an thing. So I would like a better siege with Elatrion, but
I feel like they could do something really, really cool. Like they could make a really cool, unique siege, and if this is like their chance to do that, if they're gonna do that with Elatrion, this is their chance.
Well, and I was wondering if they're using the Safi arena, then they could be doing something like that, where Area 1. Because if you don't know, Elatrion changes elements and stuff.
Yeah.
And it could be like Area 1, it's fucking fire element, and then it moves to Area 2, and it's thunder, and then it goes ice, cool. And then it goes all the elements.
I would be really happy with that because that would make you have to change your weapons or decide something to use against all of it, and that would definitely make the competitive aspect of it very, very difficult because you'd have to choose between, am I using something to kind of burn through it, or am I going to go back every time and shift weapons, weapon element types? You know what I'm saying? I like that idea a lot, actually. So you're right, Elatrion could be the best thing for the game by far, to be honest with you. It could be like the monster that everyone wants to run if it's fun, meticulous with what it's doing. Yeah. If it's just the same thing, if it's just HP, yay.
That's what I'm worried about.
I really hope not, dude.
Because it is such a huge monster, like story-wise, lore-wise, and stuff, that I just don't want it to be another. Okay, it's just a regular monster. We're gonna fight in this arena, and we're gonna burn through it in like 3-4 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, dude, I'm hyped for the gear though. I'm hoping its gear is just like amazing.
Well, if the old, leak stuff from base game is correct, then we're gonna have basically repeat offender for elements on it, which will be crazy. So basically, as you keep attacking, you're just gonna build up more and more element.
Yeah, I remember using repeat offender in the other games.
In base right now for this, wasn't there something like that for like if you attacked more, you got higher crit or something like that in the code?
Well, repeat offender, it was.
That's what repeat offender does.
Yeah, it's from Gen and Gen U. It's basically. Yeah. It grants you like flat affinity, but then after 5 hits you get a bonus, and as long as you keep hitting within like 3 or 5 seconds, it just keeps stacking it 5% more.
That's in the game right now. Yeah, that's in the game. That coding is in the game right now.
No, I think it's that, but it's element right now.
No,
it's only with element.
Because we used to look at it back before Iceborne came out. We used to look at it, hope for AGS with it because it was up your.
Oh, that's right. We did look at it. It was just straight up repeat offender.
You and me saw it. Yeah, you and me saw it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's take one final stab here talking about the loot pinata real quick here. Good items from her. Anyone find anything worthwhile loot-wise just to share with people? I know everyone's probably already kind of spoken on their prospective weapons, but I think we probably all have at least seen one thing that we might find worthwhile, right?
Jin, for hammer, is there anything on the hammer side?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Really?
Garbage. Trash.
It's
Trash.
all
Garbage?
garbage?
All garbage?
Trash.
Everything.
Nothing but trash.
Really?
Straight trash.
I know. Now I know I was talking to Reaper a little bit, and I know the dual blades. A lot of the dual blades got upgrades from what he was saying.
Huge.
Well, yeah, because all
Yeah.
the free crit element dual blades.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a dual blade that has like 1100 elemental damage now.
Which one is that?
I don't know, it's like the dragon one or something. It's like 560 base. It's
I'm about to
absolutely
go.
ridiculous.
I'm about to go smash that Rathalos photo record of dual blades in. I'm gonna be 138.
I don't know if it's actually 1100, but it's very, very high.
So for like the gunner side, like all the raw stuff is straight garbage. Like they didn't get upgraded like at all.
Oh yeah.
Glutton is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
They nerfed it, dude.
It's so funny. Like it goes from like what was its base raw was like 180 and like the original game to like 240 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like
They weren't gonna bring it back. I mean, you know they weren't gonna bring it back.
well, I thought they would
can't.
have.
It's too broken. It's too
Dude, we
broken.
already have it. It's literally
We have the new Glutton.
Glutton is
I know.
the Zenogre Heavy Logan is literally the exact same thing as Glutton with more raw. Same fucking
Yeah.
one.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But I thought they were gonna give us another Glutton because we've gotten like fucking 3 or 4 of them already. I thought, why not? Let's just give us another one. But they didn't. But so
Dude.
like all the raw scaling for the gunner shit is bad.
Well, the Kiar Thunder for ice.
But that's not raw.
I know it's not raw. But that gun is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen like people are using it for Dragon now. Like we're gonna see a run later where it's just like, I was shocked. People were like, someone got like a 242 Shara, non-TA, with the light bow gun. It's crazy.
yeah.
Free crit element, man. On top of Safi.
Spam that R2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that light bow gun is probably the best takeaway from the fight. A
For
lot
sure,
of the
100%.
bows are also good upgrades, which is odd because the Safi bows are fucking insane. I didn't think the Kiar bows were going to be all that good, but they are. They're not significant upgrades, but you know, you're doing 3-4 more damage a hit, so.
Are they all upgrades? All the bows?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, so Thunder, we're not using Kiar, we're using Taroth, which is the one that requires free element. It's just got a fuck ton more base Thunder that it's just worth running anyway.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much an upgrade, except Ice. We're still running Kiar, but it's got such low raw that it's going to depend on the target whether you want to use it or not. And then you can use Kiar Spark, even though it's not as strong as Taroth Thunder, but it's got boosted paracoats, so
Yeah.
those are always fucking amazing. Other than that, yeah, I think everything is straight up an upgrade. So.
Well,
except water, because water it has no paracoats and it's fucking trash.
Well, those elemental heavy bow guns, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like,
Dude, so I hate elemental heavy bowgun, but
yeah.
these ones now coming with free crit element. Oh my god, they hit so much harder.
They slap, dude.
They
slap.
slap.
They slap.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love them now. I don't know about other melee weapons though. I don't know if they have got some good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That charge blade, the new ice.
Oh yeah, I heard charge
blade.
blades are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charge Blades are kind of doing what Charge Blades do and just kind of shitting on everything. So God bless Charge Blade, the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Let's do our shot and let's go to the runs, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Mazel. All right. Phem, let's load up the 4-player first one.
Alright, sir. I know my shit. Okay. This is actually my run.
So I picked this run to go because recently we had the pleasure of having these two studs along with 2 other people go through and kind of body the new monster. I'm very, very excited to, be associated and know these kind of people. But if you guys really want to see a group of determination and a squad that decided, hey, this is going to be what we do, these would be the people that you want to look at. You know, shout out to Sibel, to Diva, to Gun Guy, and Phemeto himself.
This was also Aang's idea.
Aang,
He's
yeah,
also
I guess
sick
Bloody
as shit.
Thumbs. Aang is now known as Bloody Thumbs, from what I've been told. So, Bloody Thumbs Aang Bada. This is a very, very, very amazing run to see done right away like this. You know, we saw a lot of times that were a lot longer than this. This one coming out so quick, and I know you guys have a sub 3 coming too. So
yeah, after this podcast, we're gonna work on the sub 3.
Hopefully sub 3.
I don't want to hype this one
hours later.
much. Yeah, so because I think you guys are gonna beat it, but let's go ahead and let's start this first one up, fam.
All right, starting it. So our strat evolved a lot. We were doing this for about 12 hours, I think, and we started off running with 3 dual blades and 1 light bow gun, because dual blades do crazy damage to her. But we kind of figured out that her chest is always a good spot for Pierce, and I mean, we're all gunner mains anyway, except Dave. Kind of forced him into it.
I think the best part of the video is easily, you know, the music. I think you picked the absolute best music.
Dude, I fucking loved how it came out.
It's phenomenal. This is exactly what you want to see right now in this type of environment. This is the best music, man. This is perfect.
Yeah.
So
and he's like getting hit to the turn of, like, you know, the horns coming in. If you watch that, like, as he's getting like clagged and stuff, this is awesome.
well, I like the shed too. The shedding is really good.
Just
It was also like a time thing. Like we realized that going back and switching weapons,
yeah, it wasted some time.
it wasted a lot of time.
Didn't want to do it.
And
you know,
Oh, go ahead.
Diva
Pierce
made
is
a lot
too
of
good.
jokes about his Diva made a lot of jokes about his run not being on that well done because of his PC, but he looks like he's doing really, really well here. Shout out to Diva for being on point, dude. You're being too hard on yourself. You're kicking butt here, bro.
Yeah, now a lot of people are going to be looking at this and noticing my fire rate and tick rate on Pierce is fucking insane. That's just PC, guys. It is. So I'm running at 120 frames is what I play at when I'm not streaming, and with how fast you can push within those frames and how many ticks you get, it really does make a difference. Console does not get that many ticks on Pierce, so I don't think this run is all that doable on PC. Unfortunately, that's just how the game works.
Yep.
It would not be doable on PS4. I'll let you guys
No,
know.
I mean it would. It's not gonna be as fast. 'Cause I know Sybil and Deva are not hitting as much as I am. I'm the only one that's doing ridiculous damage.
You'll definitely hit sub 3 once you have like 4 PCs that are going at a decent rate. I mean, we're sitting here at 2 minutes and 30 some seconds already, and this thing's almost done. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah. Somebody said in one of the comments when they watched your perspective, they're like, "Oh man, that Phemeto guy's using some kind of mod or something to get extra
Hey,
ticks."
cheat.
It's
Cheater.
actually, I was looking at mods to remove hit effects because some of the videos I've seen other people like Triton using it, and his Pierce looks fucking insane because of it, and I came up with nothing. I tried 4 mods to change hit effects, and I always came out basically running the same amount of hits, so there isn't a mod out there. Yeah, there's not a mod out there to actually change Pierce unless you're running the Iceborne community update, which is not, obviously.
Nasty. Very clean.
Yeah.
Shout out to all 4 of you. Nicely
There
done.
is-
Dave, I know you're not on stream, but dude, and Sibel, both you guys, very, very well done.
There's no mods at play. That's just fucking PC shit.
PCOP.
It is. It's not fair, and we should separate the runs because PC is not fair at all.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's nobody on PlayStation is ever gonna dunk a PC run.
No.
Any weapon, any run, you're never gonna be able.
Have
to
you
beat a
seen
run
the
on PC.
longsword? Like the fucking longsword gets more hits even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, does dual blades get more hits? I'm actually not sure.
Yes.
I haven't
It
tested
does.
dual blades, but I assume any multi-hit stuff is going to get more just
Demon
because
Dance,
of frames.
yep.
I would think that Demon Dance would get a lot more because of how fast the hits are.
Probably.
Speaking of longsword, we do have an aerial longsword from our boy Osirirs. I think this guy is probably my favorite runner right now. I know I love you both, but right now this guy is oh yeah, it's aerial longsword. This guy is out there just kind of redefining times, and I think that it's really cool to see that the way that he's doing things is roughly like a minute to a minute and a half faster than the rest of the longsword time. So real quick, Osirirs, if you don't know, you're my favorite, bro. Keep these videos coming. I am very excited to show this one off to everybody. And Phemeto, oh, dude, roll it whenever you're ready, bro.
All right, I'm gonna roll it now. I haven't seen aerial longsword in a while.
This is nasty, and it could go sub 2 if he had everything proc right. He just got a little bit behind.
Yeah, dude, Osiris does really good runs. I'm in a Facebook group with him actually, so I've been seeing his stuff for a long time. He does a really good job.
Yeah, I just aerial longsword's interesting. Is he on PC?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, what fucking longsword is that?
I think that's the new longsword. Never mind, no, it's not. That's not one. Look at that. Oh my god, he dunked himself.
I thought he was gonna set up heroics off that fireball, to be honest. That would
be it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming.
Oh? Okay.
Yeah, it's coming.
I actually don't think he's on PC.
I can't remember if he is or not. He might be on PS4. I don't remember. Either way, just watch.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the frames and it doesn't quite feel like PC, but I don't know what that sword is. It might be a mod. I'm not sure. Go ask him.
This thing has just been comatose this entire time. Look at this.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Well, now you're gonna have about 60 seconds of just death. Get ready. He's done the setup, so he had about 1:20 of setup.
Did he tenderize?
Oh yeah, it's all tenderize.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
He
got it.
Oh, look at that, dude. Wow.
Okay.
Look at those numbers.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And this man just turned into a fucking Ginsu knight.
Is he gonna
just
para him now?
Yeah, he paired.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This guy is the best runner. Osirirs, you're so good. Like, oh my god. He's just kept this thing immobilized. I know he's using traps, but he's using everything, you know what I mean? From the start to the finish, this has all been planned out. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those wide swings, and it just stays red. It just stays red!
It's crazy, dude. And wow.
Ridiculous damage, dude.
Yeah, I think he can sub to that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's cool. I haven't seen aerial longsword in a long time, since base game, I think.
Takes a long time to do the setup for it, but god, that's worthwhile, you know what I mean? Like, it's mechanically very, very difficult to use. I know people saw a lot of traps that got used there, but to do everything he did piece by piece, that's super high level, man. That's one of the best runs I've seen in a long time.
That was really cool.
Who else even did aerial longsword? I haven't seen any aerial longsword.
Right now, it's Osirirs for Del Buster, those two.
Is Del still playing?
I see him streaming it every now and then.
Is he streaming Monster Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. I haven't seen any of Del's runs in a while.
Del's been doing KT. I've been watching that. He's not like dropping runs on it, but he's been like dissecting it, like running it with people, doing all that kind of stuff too.
Cool.
And then I think we got one last run to look at today before the hour ends. Yes, we do. We have Kyle's run. Oh my god!
Dude.
So this is show off. This is just nothing but show off. This is showing off the new power of the KT loot. Like this is redefining the speed, and I think we're probably going to even get lower because he got this out in like his first like 10 minutes, if I remember right.
Yeah, this is why I really wanted people to see this, because this is really showcasing the QR Thunder and the Dragon Ammo.
All right,
so this is Diablos.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it. 129 actually.
Even better.
Yeah, I have not seen this one, but yeah, he's probably gonna go Ice Dragon because this is crit element, so you can run both pretty effectively. Because you guys don't know, Diablos is weak to Dragon, and which is weird because it's probably gonna be one of the first runs that runs Dragon, because we don't fucking use Dragon for anything right now.
No.
Oh, you're gonna be running it now.
So freeze, the roar, para.
Look at those numbers. Now you do have to keep up the fast crafting.
Yeah.
Non-stop crafting.
Crafting as he's doing the shots.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you'll lose it. And Diablos also has an extremely low para threshold, so
Yeah.
he's going to get multiple paralysis in this quest too.
I will say he's not shooting Diablos in the right spot. He can get more out of the dragon for sure.
I think he said that he got the best numbers on head to tail when he arced it through the head.
No, because he might have the most numbers. Oh, that burrow was unfortunate.
Oh no!
He might have the most numbers, but the damage drops off after 9 hits. Yeah, I think he should start. He should move towards the chest and run chest to tail. But that's just me. I kind of want to try that. What the fuck? What the fuck?
And it's dead. And it's dead.
Wow.
Yep.
That was mostly dragon. Interesting.
Yeah, it's all dragon.
That was almost all dragon. He told me he shot 11 shots of ice during that quest.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just like my Diablos run from back in the day. It was just because fucking I think it was Delbuster came in the stream while I was doing the sub 1 Diablos for back in base game, and I was doing the same thing, para dragon ice with the blaze light bow gun. But he was just like, why don't you just shoot more dragon? I'm like, okay, and I fucking got it like immediately.
Why not? Yeah.
It's just do more dragon, because
Dragon's OP, dude.
It doesn't look that strong. It really doesn't, but it's fucking insane.
When it does 900, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I want to actually. I'm gonna do that run.
Sounds like someone just got a goal today.
I'm going for sub 1 on Diablos with dragon.
For non-TA?
Yeah, non-TA.
That'll be difficult.
That'll be very
I feel
tight.
because
Yeah,
just getting down there is like 28 seconds or something.
Yeah.
It'll
It'll be close. I think it'll definitely be sub 110, but
That's
we'll see.
pretty crazy.
Well, guys, that's all the runs that we had for the week. Really of a shorter podcast, but at least we got everything out of Phemeto's throat. He's starting to feel it.
Gun guy, where's your family from?
Where's that family from? Atlanta.
Well, that was a stupid answer.
Yeah. Like, how far back do you want, dude? Like
Well, I don't know. Like before the
last
stream.
generation.
God.
I was joking.
God damn it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyone else got anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up? We did kind of do this one rather quick.
I think
I'm glad to see you guys get the world record. I'm glad to have you guys running together, and I'm glad that you're back in good health, Phemeto. That's pretty much everything I'm good for.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm
Jim.
glad you didn't die, dude. I was worried about you for a
Dude,
little
I'm
bit.
still sick. I still don't know why. I'm definitely a lot better than before.
You look horrible. You look like shit.
I couldn't talk before, but now I can.
That's
But I'm
normal,
still
dude. What are you
coughing
talking
up
about?
a bunch of shit. And I got to go back to work on Monday. I've been out of work for like fucking 5-6 weeks now.
Oh yeah, all the quarantine. Man.
Yeah, because California is still under quarantine. But I work in basically essential work. I'm going to go back to work and I'm still going to be coughing. And I know the very first day someone's going to hear me cough and be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Send you home.
We'll see. Oh yeah, here's want to pound your stuff. I just pound my like 4
Yeah.
Oh, I
times.
put mine down. I'm good to go.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's gonna do it this week. Yeah, relatively short one. We'll be back next week. Yeah. Thanks, Gun Guy, for hanging around.
Thanks for having me.
I'll see you over at KT in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.